Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry I'm late, you guys. I'm so
Hi,
sorry.
everyone.
Hello, hello. If you're out there, say hello. And we have Eddie with us today, making us
That's
laugh,
me.
reading
Yep,
chat.
yep.
Yep. I have really missed you guys. I just want to say that. I have not been at my desk since you guys saw me at my desk. And that is a very sad thing. The world is on fire and we're all here to witness it. Plus, it's just been, I was supposed to have my Christmas last weekend, Eddie. Remember that?
And
With
what
the kids.
happened? Yeah.
Well, somebody got called in, so we're doing it
Oh,
tomorrow.
boy.
So it just kind of threw a wrench in, kind of everything.
Hi, Anne.
Now I
How
get to reclean the house, company clean, Hi,
there
Anne.
you go.
Yeah. Well, we always do more when company's coming, and I had been working on that. And then I was like, they're not coming now. Well, let's make a mess, and I've been working extra and doing this and that. Check this out. Check it out. Do you see?
So pretty.
This is fabric. I have more. Yes. So I accidentally double ordered this one. So it's going to be our altar cloth. Isn't it gorgeous? That's you and me, Eddie. Check it out.
It is. I look great as a redhead.
Wait, I'm the redhead. We can both be redheads. How about that? Or how about?
No, I'm fine being the brunette. I'm
You
fine.
can be a blonde. Check this one out.
It's okay. Oh my God.
Right?
That's
and
pretty.
Look how big those are, the faces.
Yeah.
Oh, and it almost feels like a thin sort of a neoprene almost. I can't wait to use this on a cover, and I don't know what else. This is the coolest fabric ever. But now we have this cool new altar cloth, and then for whatever other reason, I've got a couple other things to share. Why don't you tell them the things we're supposed to say while I get that ready?
Oh, welcome. Don't forget to hit like, and if you're not subscribed, it's because, or if you can't chat, it's because you're not subscribed. So make sure you hit subscribe, come back in a few minutes, and you can chat in the live.
Whoop, whoop.
And give us your wisdom.
And thumbs ups. Thumbsy upsies. That's right.
Baby.
That's right. So you guys know I have a problem with these postcards, right? And it is kind of an addiction. I'm not buying scrapbook paper. What I'm buying are these really high quality postcards because I'm using them for packaging. I'm using them for signs, and I'm ogling them in general at my desk. I haven't done anything with any of them yet, except for in Rhonda's journal, which is about to go out. Nice. I did take the stuff downstairs. I did do something creative this week. I made a little cart, put that stuff downstairs so I could finish her journal because I hadn't been up here to do it. So, that was the thing. So with the other ones, I've got about 20 of them. I used a piece of green tape on the edges, and not all of these are full because I've actually framed some of them to put in the shop. I've used some for packaging, and then I've got a collection that's sitting downstairs. Jolly John, hello. Well, welcome, dear. I know you from PM Artist Studio, and I'm so glad to see you here.
Yes.
So I'm going to share, the haul because I haven't been here for 2 weeks, and I've had these coming in, and I had a couple around Christmas that came in that I didn't share. One thing I did buy for myself to keep by my chair was this, because they were on sale for $11 on the dreaded Amazon. And it's a perfect size, but it's collage inspiration. And I thought it might be fun to actually bring it up here sometime to prompt us make paper craft collages.
Wonderful. I love that.
As a bit of inspiration and or a prompt for us for something special when things, I never run out of ideas, but one day I will. So,
You never know.
One day we'll do all the things. And then at our Christmas party for work, I actually won $150 in gift cards.
What?
Yeah, for work. I mean, I just won everything. Some of them were like questions, and we had to it was like trivia questions about the shop and the bakery, because it was a combined thing. And and the other one was like a costume contest, but I was the only one that looked nice. Nobody wore a costume. And so when she handed me the last one, because it was two $25 gift certificates, because I won 2 of the things just by, pure skill. And then the last one, she said, and the costume contest winner is Sharon. And she handed me this, and I was thinking it was going to be another $25. It was $100. I was shocked. So
pretty fabulous.
I've purchased some things from the shop, and this is one that I didn't even know we have. We have this like small collection of books, and usually it's people that come down and they're like, I have these books I want to sell. So we don't have a lot of them, but check this out. It even has the CD in the back so that you can put it in your computer and you can adjust, and they're the original like Victorian design. It's a collection from, I can print them. Isn't that cool?
Fabulous.
And I got it for $20.
You don't even have to cut up your book. You have your
exactly because it has that. Yep. Yep. Okay, and then I got this.
The only shitty thing is, excuse my French. The only thing is, a lot of people don't have CD-ROMs anymore.
Right. I think it's probably older, but no one's done anything with it. It has barely, the spine's not even broken on it. So this one,
that's wonderful.
Look how thick this is. This reminds me of the same book that I have, and it's like 1,000 ATCs, and it's cut out like this. And it might even be made by the same company. It's the same shape. It really has that vibe, and I haven't looked to see. But it's neo-Victorian fashions, gear, and art. And check it out. It's like my curated collections on Pinterest, or the stuff I make. It's just inspiration.
So cool.
I haven't looked at it yet. I just thought I'd put it on my chair. If I ever have a bored moment when I'm not checking the news to see, are we going to get a notification when the Civil War starts? I'm just curious. Is that going to happen?
Know.
Will there be a notification?
I don't know.
Is it going to be like an
I want to make
alert?
sure I have enough snacks
God.
and Diet Coke.
Yeah, we're just all going to have to lock ourselves in our homes. But this is just
priorities.
Fantastic. And then I got something
the sign is when the plywood at the hardware stores starts selling out.
Yeah. So like we can go board up our windows. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And since I live in a former storefront, it's all front window. It's great.
Right. So, and then these are made by the same company, so I thought I would check it out. But I'm not really buying a lot of scrapbook paper. These are all women at war, and I thought, well, strong women, we need some of those.
Sure.
And then this one is freaking fabulous and goes with the fabric. Look at that. And these are like thick.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, they really are nice. So good. Look how it matches. That was totally an accident. Anyway, there's that. And I won't go through all of the postcards, but I'm going to tell you, I think I have them all now. All the ones I'm interested in. They have like bunnies and stuff, but I'm not interested in that. And some of them are out, but there's one. These ones are, I will show you these. Look at these.
Ooh, I like those.
They're great. I framed a couple of these ones. I matted and framed a couple. I love her. Ew. I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
Anyway. So I will mark the sides of these, with like because they're in a little cubby bookshelf. And then I've got, this one is like old crackly photos. I thought was very cool. Not going through all of them. So let's see, that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is all.
Oh, she's okay. She's all forehead.
I usually don't do children, but these are kind of.
I'm so glad you said that.
They're so different. Oh God. Stop that. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and you guys saw that one. So it's 11. I was guessing 10, right? Last time we talked. These ones are pretty darn cool too. Oh, she's so good.
I like
I don't know
that.
why.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Yeah, you have nothing to play a CD with anymore. Well, you know, they make the if you don't have a place to put a disc on your computer, they actually make a thing you just plug in and it'll play a disc. It's just like a
Oh, I
disc
have
player.
that. You know,
Mhm.
now that you mentioned it, I do have that because I
Yeah.
have different TV shows on DVDs that I like to watch once in a while.
Yeah.
So I have
There
to,
you go.
so I can plug it into my desktop and watch them.
So these I framed a couple of them and I pulled some out to put in frames. This is more Victorian, but they all have these scrappy edges. Aren't those good? Good journal covers. And because we're going to be doing this series with gel plate, where I love this, where we try to create papers that match printed paper like this and like scrapbook paper, like collections. We're going to be making papers that match them so they go together. I thought we could use the postcards as inspiration, and I mean, she is so good. You know, to make printy papers, and I'm, you know, I don't do anything very quickly. I speak quickly, I think quickly, but everything else is slow now.
Otherwise, she's a little slower.
Yeah, but I would love to be able to make some quick little books with gel printed papers and these on the cover, and then sprinkle a few of these within them, and maybe finally master the what's the binding that lays it flat? Not some of the ones we've done, but the Coptic stitch. Yeah. These are so
fun. I watched a video on doing that.
I've seen 20.
I was gonna teach myself, and I stopped. I said, "Oh my god, my brain hurts so much just from watching."
Exactly.
And
exactly.
I'm like, okay,
and then these guys. So I've actually watched
with my pamphlet stitch.
So many videos on this, so many, over and over again. Sometimes the same videos, and I've had moments where I'm like, okay, today's the day I'm going to learn how to do this. And I actually have some that I have sat and practiced with, but somehow in the middle of it, I end up switching the stitch, and it's different. And I'm not sure what it is that I'm doing exactly. So it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So yeah. Anyway, so I'll have to mark the sides of these to match the sides of these.
I like what Ann says. A hole punch and rings.
A what?
A hole punch and rings.
Yeah. That would work with this, or the
easy peasy.
The Chinese binding or the Japanese stab binding would work. Except then you end up with this little piece right here where you're folding into. You could also do the king binding with these, where they slide in. You make the binding is kind of separate, and it's got these little corners. Julie knows how to do this, by the way.
Is it like an accordion kind of fold?
It's similar to that.
Okay.
But it's called a king because it makes these corners that kind of looks like a crown, the way it's folded. And then, so there's these corner pocket on by the spine that they slide into on each side, and you glue it in. Or you don't have to glue it in. You can just set it in there. Julie did it at some point years ago. And
where is Julie?
She said she would be a little late.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are gonna read a card. We're gonna read a card. I have a card. This deck is called She Is, and I think it is magnificent. Sorry, I was rolling over my towel there. And this is a new one. I have had it downstairs next to my chair, and I've enjoyed, just like pulling out a card. And the ones in the back are ones that I have seen. So, and this has some, let's see. We're not going to do the ones in the back. So those three. So let's pull one of these out. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, John. Thank you. So what I was doing it blindly before, because there's a word on the front and then an explanation on the back. So it's kind of a blind draw thing. And let's see what we have here. I won't stop because. Now, these are all thoughts to ponder and to give you strength and to make you think deeply. So I won't stop because a card about the moment of choice, not always between good and bad, but between desire and what's right. It's also about readiness to take responsibility for the chosen path. And the questions are, what am I choosing and what is it really? And do I feel responsibility for my choice? And what choices lead to my truth? Isn't that interesting? These are really interesting cards. They're meant to make you just think about stuff more deeply.
Ask yourself questions and make yourself answer them.
Exactly. And I really love that. So if you guys want to do a screenshot and maybe answer these questions for yourself and write them in your journal, I think these would be great cards to prompt journal writing. Don't you think?
I think so. Oh, that would be great. Yeah.
It would. Okay, so we're going to let you take a screenshot if you so choose. I don't know how clear it is.
That's good. That's good where you got it.
Okay.
Would make for a good screenshot there, guys.
Try not to move. It looks blurry to me.
No, good.
I just think they're great journal prompts. And for shadow work, and that's really what this is about, shadow work. So I think these are great. And the deck is called She Is. And there's acceptance and action cards, presence about, how you use these cards and your inner voice and authenticity. And this is about the structure. This is just such a cool deck. I just thought it was really nice. And, could be a thought on an ATC, could be a thought in a journal page. There's a lot of ways you could use these, really. So let me take away this amazing fabric with you and me, Eddie.
Yeah.
And we are ready to work.
Make me a shawl.
Maybe. It's not quite big enough, especially for my fat. But
how about a little scarf for my head? Keep the bangs out of
maybe
my
a scarf. Maybe on my head, a head scarf, but not a neck scarf, because those have to be longer. Okay, so see where we're at here today, guys. I have I haven't been back up to my desk for 2 weeks, but after we ended last time, I actually finished gluing the things, and today I painted it black this morning before I got, before we went live. I added the very special hidden message for the new owner, because, the last one had a message in it, and it was tied with a red ribbon as well. And I didn't do the bottom and I wasn't there when it sold. I wish I could tell them, hey, did you read your message? I wish I would have met where it had gone, because, so I used rusted paper for that. It's all like wavy edge torn. And I started working on the cap with Eddie just a while ago. What we have here, this is a wood piece. There's a screw. I punched a hole in one of these metal pieces here with my crocodile, and then that's a bottle cap, and it's just screwed into the lid. I'm going to find something to put right here, and I'm not sure what yet, so I'm not ready to paint it yet. We'll, decide, and I'll probably just age the cork but not paint it. Maybe let color drip down with some alcohol ink. I'm not sure. All right. Should we get busy? Let's get busy.
Good. Let's get busy.
Busy. So how you doing, Eddie? I heard you've been going live and I've been missing it.
Good. I've been going live. I've been doing live streams on the channel. And doing some gel printing, having fun and trying new things.
That's wonderful.
Chatting, about all sorts of stuff, and it's been fun.
I'm so glad
You
that you're
know?
doing that. That's a great
Yeah, I
time
figured.
for you.
Yeah, I figured it's easier to connect with people that way, and
Yeah,
sometimes gel printing is like doing a gel printing video can take forever,
right.
because there are some gel prints, like some things that I've done where it takes a couple of hours because things have to dry. There's layers, whatever.
Right.
And then other things interrupt you, and you got to film later, and so then you got to piece all that stuff because I don't necessarily do gel printing live on a video,
We're gonna try waxes
because I
first.
like to let things dry sometimes.
It
So
is hard. A lot of
you
the things that
know,
I make take a lot more time. And that's why we end
yeah,
up with 2 and 3 parts, or I have
right.
to finish it off camera. And I always feel bad about that, but that's just the nature of my process is I make these big things, and they do take more
Mhm.
time. I'm trying to decide a color palette right now. I did the black so that I could I usually do white. Uh, and I'm doing it different this time to stretch myself. And I'm going to try, the colored waxes. And if I don't like it, I can go back over it with paint. I mean, that's kind of my thought. I want to
Okay.
have some rust. I want to have some general patina on it. And I want to go from there. So,
I'm excited for this process.
me too. And I'm like I said, I could have to start over. I don't know. I'm not sure. You know, I'm wondering if I shouldn't do a little paint before I do a little wax. I've made them rusted. I've made them. The one I sold at the shop was huge, and it was like a black and white, gray, and like clay barnacles and stuff. Like it was dug up
Hmm.
out of the ocean floor. I know it'll probably get sand and this and that, but I'm wondering if I shouldn't try a little bit of coppery colors this time, and like more copper. The other one was Bill's was more rust. Let me grab something real quick here. It's right here. Where'd it go? I'm wondering where are they? Oh, they're right here. I'm having a moment. Hold on. Just a moment. Okay. I hope that Lexi shows up because she is who I got these from. These are the Arteza, the metallic-y ones. And the reason I chose
I have some of those.
black
Yeah.
was to do that. And I'm wondering if I can't, start with a little bit of this and see how it looks. And then we'll go from there.
Awesome.
Black and kind of that. I mean, because maybe it'll end up being a different color palette altogether. It could end up being purple and green, and I don't know. So let's try a little bit of this shimmery paint and see how it looks. We'll go from there. I do have a wax in that color. It's just, I kind of want some drips. That's kind of where this is going. My thought is going on that. Like I want to be able to spray it with a bit of water and have a few drips here and there. And have it drip down behind. See if this shows up. Oh, it does. Because it's shimmery. Oh, look at that. Okay. Can you see it happening?
Yes.
I know it's a bit of black on black, but we're trying to pick up that texture in layers here. I had spilled some gold powder earlier on this, so I just took a dry brush and went over a few of those things to see how it stuck.
Yes.
Just because it was already on my desk. One day I'll do a simple one and we'll put a picture on it. Like a piece of steampunk art or something on the front.
That would be cool.
Then just frame around it, because that would be so much more simple than building every single surface from scratch like this. Just going to give it a good all over shimmer with this, and then I'll go in with some other colors. Looks like iron, honestly.
Oh, nice. It's already like so shiny now.
Yeah. So this is a good first step to see the texture. These are my favorite parts when I do projects.
Hello, Lexi.
Lexi! She heard her name. She heard her name. Did you hear your name?
She says the shimmer looks pretty. I wish I could see it in person, though. I'm sure that would be much more impressive.
There.
Oh, look at that. That looks great.
We're going to get more color on there. Don't worry. I won't cheat you.
I love it.
With the woo-woos. Woo-woo.
All the things.
Yeah.
She's not going to put whistles on it. She's going to put bells and
might
whistles.
Put a bell on it. I don't know. Might
bells
put a bell
and
on
whistles.
it. And now I'm kind of wondering, while it's wet, what happens if I go over some of this with, I've got my copper fine metallic powder. This is that really antique stuff that's super true and real. What if I did this? Hold on. I have a thought. And did some kind of color blocky thing happening. And what's happening is it's sticking to the black.
Yeah.
Just kind of press it in, see what happens. I don't want to have as much control over, I don't want all over even color. That's the thing. I'm trying not to have that. I want, I want it to be aged and seafloor, not realistic, but crazy.
No, it looked like it came off a shelf at Home Goods.
Yeah, I don't want that. I want more random color. And I might break out the alcohol ink. That's a possibility too.
Oh man, she is threatening us with a good time.
The alcohol ink is always my favorite. Although I'm wondering if I would need to use, if I use my white, look at that pop out right there. Look at that pop out right there. And the cracks from the paper and the seams from the paper.
All showing up.
Yeah.
I said, did you call us? We're here.
Now let's try a little bit. I don't think I've ever used the silver here. I just want to see how it looks on the black. No, these will all probably get, they won't stay the way you see them. I'm taking this guy. Because I'll add many, many, many layers. That's how I do.
Mm-hmm.
Until I like it. I don't like the silver at all. That's okay. There's hope for us yet. Now, this stuff creates the most beautiful look when you get it wet. So I'm thinking a little bit of spray might be nice. And maybe my Balmy Night, my favorite one. When we say mixed media, we mean it. See, it almost turns into like a puddle of silver right there.
Nice.
This is the nicest pigment powder I have ever used. And it's like proper true pigment powder, not like the cheapy weird stuff we get now.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't know where to tell you to get more because that's really antique stuff. I want you to see how this silver is more vibrant than any silver paint that you've ever used. It looks like actual silver, like liquid silver. Not that I'll keep the silver, but maybe I will. I'm not mad at it now that I sprayed it.
It's another layer.
It is another layer. That's right.
Mhm.
And then if I did keep a little bit of silver, I just maybe would focus on the focal point there. I need to dry this real quick. So I'm gonna turn my thing on because I want to keep going. And
Do the wah thing,
I'm
and
gonna mute myself.
I'll venture to entertain the crowd.
Yes, you do that. Tell them a story, Eddie.
Well, let me tell you, there was this one time at band camp. No, sorry, I've never been to band camp. I don't play any instruments. Never my thing. I have a friend though. Um, she's a piano player, and the first thing I noticed was the fingers on the ends of her hands, like the thumb and the pinky, like they were so far spread apart. Fascinated me. I'm like, what happened? She's like, that's from years of playing piano and having your fingers out. I was like, that's pretty neat. So anyway, oh, and she had this boyfriend, and they were both at music school at Berklee College of Music in Boston, which is a pretty famous music school. And having worked in and lived in that part of the city where the school is, you see a lot of the kids there, and mostly normal, but you got a few, woo-woo kids. And I come to learn through this friend that there's a lot of kids who don't make it through the school because they have breakdowns. They have these serious breakdowns, which is unfortunate. Her boyfriend at the time had a breakdown at one point. This was like back in the 90s. He set up his drum kit on the intersection of this main road in Boston, Mass Ave. He played it, left it, walked away, and never went back. Weirdest thing. That was a random story, but it was good. Are you back, Sharon?
I feel like I missed something there. Something good.
Oh no, I don't even know how it started. I heard about playing instrument. I don't play an instrument, and a friend of mine popped into my head, and then talking about her boyfriend who kind of lost it, set up his drum kit on the middle of a busy intersection in Boston, and then left it there. Just
whoa.
left. Yeah.
Wow.
This is have you heard of Berklee College of Music?
Yeah, of course.
That's the school I'm talking about. Yeah, students from
Interesting.
there. Yeah.
All right. I need to make sure that I have a dry brush with me, a wet brush, a stiff brush. I mean, like, you want to be able to take a dry brush back in where when you do this, it's kind of a wax on, wax off deal when you're using different mediums like this. Like I fuzzed that out with a little bit more wet medium and then blend it. Whoop, whoop. I don't usually use silver. It's just not my thing. And, but I'm okay with, what happened there. Some of it. It needs a little bit more.
He wasn't eccentric. He just was messed up in the head. He did have to have treatment. Thank God, because he did have issues. Yeah, I remember him. He was cool, but like he had issues. Anyway,
I think we don't need the paint. I think we're gonna keep going in this direction. All right. So now I need. Let me think what color I want to do next. I kind of want some drips on it. Let's grab a couple colors of alcohol ink. I'm only gonna, but I'm gonna have to use white with it to get some of it to show. And then fortunately, that means some of it won't show and it'll be more random. I hope. So let me grab this real quick. It's behind me.
I'm excited. Yeah, Lexi. I mean, it's funny. It was funny at the time, and like the story. And this is before we knew all the all his history, but yeah. In that town with so many colleges and students, like the pressure is really high on a lot of them. So it's not uncommon to come across some whacked out students.
Whacked
But
out.
overall, yeah. Well, you know, so much pressure they're going through, and like, and it's fun. It's also
Secret
fun
sauce.
though. Oh, your secret sauce. That is alcohol and a hand sanitizer.
That's right.
Hey,
I'm gonna do a little area at a time here, and I want to kind of create like I've been dreaming about drips. I don't know why. Not necessarily on this either. I've just been
let's not talk about your ex now.
And then here I've got, look at that color coming out right there.
Look what you did. That's science.
Just from the white. Yeah. And probably the silver powder. I didn't put any blue on there. There's no blue on there.
That is a crazy reaction.
What that was colored with in the past. This piece right here, the little fleur-de-lis.
Oh, maybe.
Could be that.
Leaching off of that. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to drip and spray. And a little more right here. And spray. And then while it's wet, I want to hurry up and get to it. I should have picked my color out already. Darn it!
We got started. It's Friday. We're having fun.
That's right. Oh my gosh! I just dropped the lid in with my secret message. There we go. Sorry. I better put the message to the side. That doesn't really work. Okay, so now I've got this turquoise. Since I like what's happening right there. And, you know, I can plan out as much as I want, but it doesn't always happen with me. I mean, like, because until I get started, you know, I know better than to get ahead of myself as far as the colors go and stuff. That's why I didn't have a major plan. I know I've got to let it speak to me as I go, you know?
I feel that. I understand that.
Yeah.
Completely.
Oh, I love alcohol ink. It makes me so high. I was going to say happy, but, you know, I'm feeling it.
Okay. Feeling it. Don't worry, guys. Her windows are open.
No, they're not. But I can turn a fan on if I need to.
There we go.
Wouldn't be the first time I've been dizzy on alcohol ink.
Don't do this at home, kids.
Make sure you have good ventilation.
Wear a mask.
Something.
Look, see, Sharon and I, we grew up with lead paint.
We did. We used to chew on the windowsills.
I think we're good. I don't think alcohol is going to mess with us that much. We're feral.
You know, I have 2 shirts that say feral. And I have on my new denim jacket that I started with the patches, I actually put a feral patch that says feral on it. I have clothing that calls me feral, I guess now. So
I need one that says feral but cute.
I am feral. Yeah.
Feral and cute.
And
like I literally survived
a
bus trip. When I was in my 20s, I survived a bus trip on Greyhound from one end of the country to the other, and then back.
And no one mugged you?
But on the way back, we didn't have enough money to stop and stay in a hotel here and there. So we did a straight trip back. Yes, it was awful, but it was so much fun. No, everybody was nice, and no trouble at all. It was great.
I've done some crazy stuff in my life that is questionable.
I got to see some janky towns of the U.S. You know, because where do the bus depot? Where do they put the bus depots? In the weird part of towns.
Yeah, they always do. Yeah, I've
So
done some things I would not do again, and I can't believe that I got myself in those situations. But then I'm like, yeah, but I lived, you know? But
you
if I found out that
survived.
my kids were ever in that kind of distress or fear, I would freak out. You know, like
Right.
I would never want anybody to go through some of the things that I went through in my life. But I did it. It was me. Did it to
How
myself most of the
about,
time.
okay, in the middle of a blizzard in where were we? In the middle of a blizzard in upstate New York, in like late at night, hiding from police in
Uh-huh.
someone's aunt's garage.
Uh-huh.
We were in their car, in this person's car. We got it. It was hilarious.
Hiding in the bush in the middle of a blackberry bush wearing my best friend's white jeans in high school. Tore the
Yes.
jeans, chased by the police, almost got an MIP in the park, and rolled down the hill next to the river, and they're shining their flashlights in there, and I realize I'm sitting in a blackberry bush. Yeah. That was a moment. That was like my first scariest, most adult decision moment as a young adult. Mom, if you're watching, I didn't do that.
Oh no, I was way past it. No, this was, when was this? I forgot. It was. I had come to visit my family. I was living in Florida at the time, so I had come up to Boston to visit, and my cousin said, "Let's go up and visit my best friend in upstate New York." And so we went there, and yeah, it was wild.
Wild. And the things he had to do for money that he would have done for free.
Oh no, I was more worried about getting back home to Florida. I was
That's why I said that.
I'm like, what and it was a lady cop following us, so there was not much I could do there.
Sorry, I'm kidding you guys.
Didn't do that.
Mostly.
Look, we are just glad we grew up in a time and did our business in a time where there was no evidence.
It was a little safer too than it is now to do the things we did, honestly. Just a little bit, wee bit. Well, I mean, not this year, but you know what I mean.
In some ways, yeah.
Yeah. So I put it on there. It's just a piece of felt on, just to blend it out a little bit more. Get some blotchy color.
Getting in there.
I am. Okay, let's check it out. See how we're doing.
Oh wow, that's changed a lot. That's fantastic. Look at you.
Sometimes this part goes together pretty quickly. It's the fussing around through the ugly stages that's the hardest. And of course, we can't forget that I will be doing a last step with wax on my finger. So, ooh, I kind of like those drips.
Oh yeah.
I that's bringing out the last bit of texture. Always, I love the drips or the the spots. I'm not mad at the spots.
Well, no, that's total like grunge.
Yeah.
Kind of been around the block vibe.
Yeah. Been around the block.
What I say to my dermatologist.
Okay, I'm gonna put a little white on here so I can add some more. Woo! Sorry. You know, when I start giggling maniacally at my desk, I'm having a good time.
Good things are happening.
Yeah, and it's coming together. I don't expect it to happen this fast sometimes, though. I've really been looking forward to this. I only painted it black this morning. I mean, I got that first coat on live last time, but I didn't need a little bit more white right there. There we go.
It's just black acrylic paint, right?
It was black gesso.
Okay, black gesso. Okay.
Yeah. Oof. Look at that. And then I might take a little dry brush and just kind of fuzz out those edges if I feel like it's too much.
Very nice. That green is so good.
It is. That was an accident. I just grabbed that one. I mean, I probably should add some other shades of green in there, though, because that'll make a big difference. Now watch me mess the whole thing up and start over. I feel like alcohol ink for me, though, is it's so easy for me to keep going, and I can't mess it up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Other things I can mess up and have to start over completely. But I feel like with alcohol ink, for me, it just works in my brain that I know that if I keep going, it's like it'll just keep getting better.
Right.
Yeah. Wait. So I'm never really worried about messing it up with alcohol ink. I guess that's my thought there. Whoo! Need more of that color.
I'm guessing
now.
that.
What?
No, I said I was going to say are the fumes getting intense, or are you just excited?
If I get more fun, you'll know.
Okay.
Just start telling all my secrets. And
what's on the bank account?
Yeah, I heard that. You couldn't hear me laughing, but I was.
Oh, well, that's what got me into the story about my friend who plays the piano. Okay.
Yeah, I was drying at that point, you know. And I heard it.
What you talking about, boy?
I kind of really like that spot right there.
Fucking crazy.
I can, however, I don't feel like I can mess things up with alcohol ink, but I feel like I can cover moments that I really, really liked. That can happen, but I know I can, you know, just get back to something as good or better if I keep going. Okay, I want to do something real quick and see, because I'm almost feeling like it doesn't need much more color other than maybe some wax. And perhaps, and I'll be using copper for that. Maybe some gemstones, pearls, something like that. Bit of sand, perhaps, or so. Let me put these somewhere. Did I want to put more gold on here? I can, so that it gets down in these little crevices. Let's take this, get a little bit of that. Can you guys see? Add. Boy, that looks cool right there.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Loving it. I think the octopus needs more emphasizing. There we go. Okay. And I don't know how I'll do him yet, but I'll figure it out. So I'm going to put these back and cross my fingers that I don't need it again. Maybe I'll keep the brush and the spray. There we go. All right. And I'll probably have to do the lid still with that, but, you know, I know what colors I used. Super tickled. Super duper tickled. This is like my favorite spot. Isn't that funny? Can you guys see that? Aw, thanks, Anne. You're glad you're not one of those weirdos? Well, I hate to tell you, Lexi. Those eccentric artist types. Yeah. And you, Anne, and you, John, we're all here for a reason. We all find our people. Don't we, Eddie? Oh, we're a little crooked now. Fix that. So, did Eddie tell you what happened before we went live? 10 minutes before we went live, a thing happened.
Sorry, you had to step to
okay.
another space and do a thing, and I didn't want you to hear. I muted
That's okay.
myself.
So, right before I went live, I put something behind my computer, and somehow the cord on the back of the computer that plugs in to the outlet was loose, and I bumped it. And I just happened to have the BitLocker key on my phone from a long time ago when this happened. And I had to dig through all my pictures, and it usually takes like an hour to get up and running once you enter that 75 number key, right? And I'm reading it off and trying to type in the key, and I'm telling Eddie, go live. I can't do it. I won't make it in time. And seriously, I can't believe how quickly I got the computer up and running.
You were only 3 minutes past the top of the hour.
So it only took me 13 minutes, and it has taken me at least an hour in the past to do that, sometimes 3. And it was crazy that it happened as quickly as it did, because then it takes a minute for everything to warm up, and it wants me to get McAfee, and then it wants me to redo all of my links, and then it was trying not to grab my StreamYard link and verification, and it wants me to do all this stuff, and it won't like grab the internet, and it just takes a while. And it might be a fancy computer, but that happens once in a while. And I'm not the first owner. Bill got it at work. So I don't have the original setup stuff, and like the BitLocker key I had to find online when my computer went down. Remember when I was having computer problems, you guys? And yeah, that was what was happening. And there was like double internet up here, and it was fighting with itself, and there was a lot of reasons why it was happening, but yeah,
so odd.
It was odd. So I'm going to use a bit of this copper, probably a bit of this copper. I feel like I'm missing something that I normally use, and I've lost my mind. Doobie doobie doo. Wax and wax. Feel like he needs more darkness behind him so that the wax shows up better. So I'm going to do a tiny bit of more of this on him, I guess. Should I use the green one and see how it looks? It's this one that's got this sort of green. Oh no, I hope it's not dry. Okay. They all got new they all got new might not be dark enough, but we'll find out. New press and seal and more water not too long ago. So I just want to get down in all the little crevices. And this is a stiffer brush. I feel like it's not dark enough. I want darkness underneath so that the color that I add on him really pops. But what do you think? It's not enough, is it? Not enough contrast?
It's not terrible.
Maybe I need more contrast in the stuff behind him, needs more darkness.
Behind him.
So he kind of
jumps out a little more.
Yeah. All right. So I've been cultivating Rhonda's package of goodies to go with hers, and I have been finding the coolest stuff to add. I'm surprised she's not here right now. I created that cart downstairs so that I could work on it in between stuff this week or last week. Now we'll do the Christmas and all those, different. It all has to wait now. All right, so if I use a little bit of extra darkness in that back, let's get this wet so it can dry. I think I'm just going to go back to this black, this one, and kind of touch up with a small brush here and there to add some darkness back in. Add some contrast. You know, if I wasn't narrating to you guys what I was going to be doing, I would just do it, and then I wouldn't change my mind 90 times.
Right. I know, isn't that funny how that happens? You start questioning.
Yeah, well, and that's just how I work, and I know I work like that, but I don't, if it was just me sitting here, I'd be going, maybe I'll try this, maybe I'll try that, instead of I'm going to do this when I'm talking to you guys. And then not doing that and changing it, you know?
Right.
Okay, so I got an old brush that's pretty messed up, stiffer. And we're going to use, let's give it a shake and get some in the lid, because that's all I need. My stigmata is crazy right now. The peeling and stuff that happens, it's more like a stigmata right now. Got these holes in my hand, and if you know, you know.
Hashtag. Oh God.
I will probably add a few jewels to this. Now, there I go again, making plans when I might just get to a point and I'm like, wow, it's perfect. I love it. Don't touch it. It's possible. But I put that shell there like that so I could put a pearl in it. So it's sitting there like a cup waiting for a pearl. Just want a little more darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again. All right, and then definitely need it in this little place back there. It's a bit of resin back there, like from the mold. And then here. And here.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of getting
all
behind.
Those spots.
Kind of getting behind him. How is it looking?
Very nice.
Eddie's not really paying attention. He's working on something, and every once in a while he says things like, very nice.
No.
Look at this spot. So
no,
good.
You know, I'm quiet. No. I'm snacking.
What's that?
I forgot to eat. I'm snacking because I forgot to eat lunch.
Oh.
I'm, like, okay. I'm getting lightheaded, and I'm like, okay, I need to put something in my gob.
Sorry, I was teasing you anyway.
No, that's
because
fine.
of your commentary. Very nice.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That was fun. Okay, now we're gonna go for the waxy. because it's patina without the copper. So I'm just going to hit it here and there.
I like that.
Just
that's a good color.
Yeah. Just bring out some more of that texture. I want to do a little comparison here, though. I will put his texture here like this. But then I'm also going to do the powder because that powder is so rich. Ooh. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. It feels like that. It's like color it, uncolor it, color it, uncolor it. You just got to get it to that right, perfect bit of distressed, you know?
You know?
You know, like you know a good melon. You know what that's from? You know, like you know a good melon. Let me say it right. You know what that's from? Any guesses out there in the sphere? Any? No one?
No.
And he's not actually even here. He's just has a tape recorder playing. Okay, that's from When Harry Met Sally.
If I was only that clever, Lexi, I appreciate you thinking that I'm that clever, but I'm not. I'm just lazy.
That was from When Harry Met Sally. Because it's like they do these interviews with couples. That used to be my favorite movie, by the way. I could watch that movie over and over and over again for decades, and it would still make me laugh just as much. And if you haven't seen it, shame on you. Get in there, watch it. Seriously, I still have it on VHS and probably on DVD. I watched it so many times, I know all the words. But they're interviewing these New York couples, and they're talking about, you know, how they met and how they ended up together. And it's throughout the movie, and you don't know why you keep seeing these weird couples. And at one point, he was like, you know, I was at the grocery store, I was at the market, or we saw each other on the street or whatever. And I looked at her and I just knew. And she said, you know, like, you know, a good melon. Which was always one of my favorite lines from that. Have you seen When Harry Met Sally, Eddie?
I saw it so long ago.
Oh my gosh. It is so funny. When you watch it, you catch more and more of it. You know, like,
you know what it is? Who's the dude in it?
Billy Crystal and Meg
He
Ryan.
kind of gets on my nerves.
Oh, he used to.
I don't
the
know
only
why.
character he is the best at playing is the character he plays in When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I don't know.
Is it the New York thing?
No, not at all.
Please give it another shot and really pay attention to it.
I will.
That's the thing.
I do occasionally go back and watch like older movies or something.
Yeah.
But usually when I watch a movie once, most of the time that's enough.
It depends on the movie. There's only a few that I can watch on repeat. Yes, a few.
Exactly.
Yeah. When Harry Met Sally, and then Anchorman. I have seen when I was single and partying and working at the casino and doing what I did, you know, like enjoying life. That was where I learned it was okay. And I enjoyed living alone. And I enjoyed my own company, and I wasn't being dependent on a man or codependent, you know, personally on, you know, that was where I learned to hang out with me. Anyway, so one thing I did do when I got home from work, I didn't have cable because it was so expensive, and I, you know, paid my own bills. So one thing I did do is put on a movie so there was noise, right? Now I like the quiet, but back then I needed noise. You know, I was growing out of being codependent.
Right.
So I would put on Anchorman because it felt like old friends. And every time I watched it, I caught something else that I missed. And it was just so much like old friends. And that's not even my normal style of, I love this kind of humor. Like, I don't like Adam Sandler. But I just love Will Ferrell for some weird reason. And they became my friends, you know, like just to have some noise in the house. And I can recite the whole movie. It's like when my kids were little and I can still recite Peter Pan because they watched it so many times. You know, it became my grown-up Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have this TV show that I watch. It's a British satire show called Mock the Week. No, Mock the Week.
Oh, I don't know that one, which is unusual.
It's a panel show where they have 6 comedians and they talk about current events, and there's a lot of, you know, it's jokes back and forth and satirical humor. And some of it is very like regional humor for that part of the world.
So it's their version of SNL or Kids in the Hall.
It kind of, but there's no skits. It's just like the actual comedians talking to each other and riffing on stories and, you know, stuff like that. They do stand up. And then you do this famous thing where they part of the show where they do what the hell is that called? Scenes we'd like to see. So for example, it'd be like scenes we'd like to see, what you wouldn't hear, things you wouldn't hear in a children's book. And they'll come out and they'll say something really crude or, you know, and you know, with the irony, it's funny, blah blah blah. And there was some really like, and I have that. I play that in the background when I'm doing stuff, and like I can, you know, finish the jokes, you know, with the comedians because I've watched it so many times. But it's like what you said. Funny. It's like they're friends. They're hanging out with you, and it's they're friends. Noise in the background.
Did you see that at Christmas? Anne has a T-shirt that she wore that says "Stay Classy." I love that. I need a "Stay Classy" T-shirt. I've never seen one. You know, and because of Anchorman, Will Ferrell is like one of my favorite comedians, and it's not even my normal style of humor, which is
clever.
Funny. It's just I saw something else every time I watched it. I would catch something that I missed. And that's why it happened right there. Because I was always watching for what else did I miss, you know, basically. The first time I watched Anchorman, I didn't like it. That's the funny part. I was like, this is stupid.
You didn't get it?
Yeah. No, it was just too dumb for me. Okay, so I have to decide, do I want to do this kind with the oil dip? Because I'm going to have to put some on the lid as well, or on the cap. I think real gemstone-y looking things, pearls, which normally I do pearls on something like this, but we could do something different. Let's see. No, this is like 3D sort of. I mean, I could. Nah, I don't want that one. I think these. What do you think? The oil dip? If I put a few of those on there, it's that or like pearls, I think. I do have some pearls like this as well, but they're not very big. Oh. So I had a crush on Will Ferrell for the longest time because of that silly show. Because I always like a guy that makes me laugh. And I had a crush on Steve Martin many, many years ago. When everybody else was like, oh, Mel Gibson, I was like, Steve Martin, man.
Right.
Also not my normal kind of humor. It's funny because there's only been a few times in my life where I'm like, I love this stupid humor.
It shows you appreciate intelligence, because I think comedy is a very high form of intelligence if it's done well.
It certainly can be. Yes.
If it's done well. No, I'm not talking about sophomore stuff. I'm talking about like
Not talking about
something that
South
you
Park.
watch,
Yeah.
something that you watch, and you're like, oh my god, this is
Yeah.
so funny on one level, and then you think about it, you go, oh wow, that's clever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Hi,
Ura!
Ika. How are you?
Hello,
Competing
love.
lives.
What's that?
She said there's competing lives.
Uh-oh. Who else is live right now?
I don't know, but I am the only live you need to be watching.
I always have this time.
David Mitchell is a riot, and his wife is amazing.
I don't know who
His
this
he's
is.
a comedian actor, British. Hi, Julie Parker.
Julie. Hey, love.
And his wife is Victoria Corn Mitchell, also a comedian, TV presenter, but she is also a professional poker player. And she's won like mega tournaments, so she's wicked intelligent and very funny. But yes, Lexi. Lexi, have you seen his Shakespearean sitcom that he did? I can't think of the name right now, but that's hysterical.
Oh, Robert McClendon is live right now. Crazy.
Is she live? Good for her.
I haven't seen anybody's live in so long. I feel so guilty. I was talking to Eddie about this earlier. I feel terribly guilty because I have been so torn in different other directions right now. I haven't watched a live stream from anyone. And I'm not doing it because I don't like you anymore. I'm doing it because, well, the world is on fire and there aren't enough hours in the day, and I'm barely getting to my own art right now. Unfortunately.
But the good thing is these are recorded so anybody can watch and, you know,
yeah,
all that good stuff.
That still takes time too. I just keep checking to see if the war has started at this point. You know?
Oh no, I told you. The war don't start until you notice the plywood getting low.
Yep. Well, and I think gun sales are about to go up too, honestly.
Oh, please. There are people that have been stashing for years now.
I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the other people.
Oh, the worst people.
No, I'm talking about blue lives.
Oh.
You get it? Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I'm not talking about those other ones. They already have all the, and I don't want to, give them any.
No.
I don't want them to know, honestly. That if we are doing that, I don't want them to know.
That reminds me of a joke from the TV show I was telling you about. It says, he said he went on Shark's Den to promote his invention, bulletproof denim shorts.
We all need those right now, don't we? Yeah, that'll help.
You gotta laugh.
You gotta laugh. I say that all the time too. Okay, so what I did was I filled it with different sized little oil dip bits, and this is a resin, so it'll cure and it'll look like a little shell full of gems when it's done. And then I will dot a few more around. This one just fell down there. It'll come out when it's dry. I don't want to take that upside down. I'm gonna put a few more around. I'm not sure where yet. Let's find one of these that I don't need because I still am not done with that copper. And maybe even a touch of black on my finger or a touch of, I'm not sure yet, because I really want that octopus to not blend in so much. I don't want him to be exactly the same. So he's going to get a little more something. I haven't got there yet. I might end up doing him black again and then putting the color on him again, so because he seems super blended and he may be different colors, but he's a little muddy to me. I want him to be a little bit poppier. and have maybe
Bye,
some extra
Lexi. Thanks for hanging out.
Lexi, see you later, honey. Yeah, come back and check on this. This is good. This is a lot of fun. Mwah! Okay, so where was I? Now I'm going to figure out some places to put some of these. I want to put one right here. I need to clean the tip of this because it was making like a resin bubble. It made a resin bubble.
Bubble.
It had a little bubble.
So Yuta says she made custom doorknobs with wood and resin with pebbles in the top, but so far not going clear. Oh, well.
It could be that it could be the brand of your resin. It could be, how long ago did you make them? Because it could be a few different things. It could be the brand of the resin, or it could be that it didn't get mixed 50-50 or whatever. Some of them are not 50-50, and we assume they all are, and sometimes that will trip us up. Bye.
She says yesterday.
Oh, it still could go clear. It could be bubbles too. Did you vigorously shake the you have to be really careful when you mix resin because bubbles in the resin end up staying in there and they make it cloudy. And you have to be so delicate and gentle with it when you're mixing it. Come on. What are we doing here?
I've never worked with resin, so I can't contribute. But
and some resins are just cheap, and they don't. If the quality is not there, sometimes they're just cloudy. That's why some of them will say ultra clear or crystal clear on the bottle because they're like, promising that theirs is okay. I guess. I can't make that fit there. I need a smaller one after all that. All right, so I want one here. I'm not trying to make them even, just random. I love these oil dipped ones. They're just so hard to pick up. They're just so fun. They're just so hard to pick up. Darn it.
Don't they make tools for that?
They do. I have it in my hand. It's wax. It's a little wax crayon thing, but these are so domed that they just slip right off somehow. I don't know what's happening here. I need to make sure that's not drippy. All right.
Yuta says her husband uses it for his wooden bowls.
Oh, well, then it must be good resin. I mean, I don't know. Did you, how did you stir it? That is the question. How was it stirred? Not trying to center this. I'm just trying to, because if you stirred it too vigorously or you stirred a bunch of bubbles into it, which happens pretty easily, are you seeing bubbles in them? That's the question. Do you see bubbles? Bubble.
Toil and trouble.
That's right. How does your garden grow? Mary, quite contrary. What? You know who that was?
No. Oh, the hell's his name? Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He's so rude. My
so
ex-husband liked him, and I don't know why. I don't remember why, and I put up with it, and I don't know why that happened either.
What the hell is it? Andrew Dice Clay.
Yup. That's him.
That's the guy.
Male chauvinist pig, and you hope it's just an act. Doesn't seem like an act, though. The longer we got to know him, the less it seemed like an act.
Yeah. Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
I went on a date with a guy that reminded me of him in the end.
Oh,
He
God.
talked just like that. He was horrible, and he was from New York. And yeah, he had the gangster accent and the whole thing. Okay, so I
he
have.
thought he was cool, but he was just a loud mouth.
Oh my gosh, he was a chauvinist pig. That's what he was.
Yeah, don't say one word about his mama, and he'd flip out.
Oh no, he
Bye,
expected.
Julie. Thanks for hanging.
Hi, Julie. Well, that was quick, honey. He said 72
Did we do something
hours
wrong?
patience is needed. Oh, 72 hours. Okay. Yeah. I guess this isn't very exciting watching me add gemstones to this guy. I'm
She
running
may not
off
like our
even,
conversation.
even Julie, I'm running off. I'm sorry, Julie. Well, if Robin McClendon's on, that's pretty exciting.
No, she's not on.
Oh, I thought she was.
Maybe she was earlier.
Oh. What time is it?
But we're better. We're better than
We're
that.
funnier.
We give you real life. This isn't none of this, like philosophy. No. We're just telling you like it is. Telling you like it is. And if, and we make mistakes and we're proud of them.
Real human people. We're real human people. With real human feelings. Yeah.
I'm a real boy.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm I know it's not dry yet, so it's hard to imagine, but I love how the alcohol or this stuff activates the alcohol ink. I've got it here, got a cluster here. One
thanks,
piece
Anne.
here. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we kind of say, hey, party down, Friday. Perfect for Fridays. Getting everybody in that mood. That's right. I'm trying to just make sure I have some evenness. I want to put a big one right here, I think. Big one. It's hard to pick up the big ones with this. Oh, I need more. That's not enough. No, you're not supposed to go there. So Uda, you'll have to put a photo of those in the chat thread so we can see them. That'd be great. Okay, and then I need something here, like a little cluster again. Let's see, or just a medium size. Lay flat. Unfortunately, when you're working in texture like this, they don't always lay flat. These are fingernail things, and I just love them. They're a lot of fun to add little bits of detail to stuff like this, I think.
Oh, you mean like the
these
to go on fingernails?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's why there's so many different sizes. And
for all your different phalanges.
Yeah. Even your toe phalanges if you really want, but then your shoes feel weird.
Yeah, you'd have to wear open toes.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Or flippin' flops.
Flippin' flops?
Yeah.
That's one way. Mm-hmm. That's
or
right.
as Australians say, a thong.
Well, we used to call them thongs too until they came out with the underwear.
I know, right? That ruined it.
Yeah, it did. My thongs. What? All of a sudden, we were saying dirty words, and they were not dirty words. We knew what we were talking about. Okay, I think I need another big one right here.
It's not a thong. It's floss. It's dental floss.
Mm-hmm. We're going big, so more.
Isn't that funny? So Anne says, yeah, if you check out nail art tools, they are cheaper than the same tools used in crafting.
And they're exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's marketing, man.
It's like they know that we'll pay more because we think it's made for us, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now I'm tapping down in some of that. Oh, I just lost it. I'm picking up gems, turning them upside down with my brush here. I don't want to do that. Now, I got a needle here for a reason. Watch me throw a 5-year-old fit.
Oh, she's going to throw herself on that floor, kicking and screaming.
This is why we're funnier.
We throw fits live on air.
That's right. We're children. That's what it is. I want to show you something ridiculous, you guys. You ready for this?
Misbehaving.
This I started with new this morning. This is
I thought you were going to say
terrible.
like 2 weeks ago.
No,
I thought you were
emptied
going to
it
say
this
that happened 2
morning.
weeks ago.
It's pretty
Okay,
bad.
Good.
When I did that second coat of black on it before I went live, that's when I got a new one out. Okay, I need to lay this down so it doesn't shift, because it doesn't take long for this stuff to dry, but things can slide if you don't, if you're not careful with it first. Okay, and then some of those will go on the lid as well, which we have started but not done.
Knob.
I think what I'm going to do is, you're a knob. I think what I'm going to do is do drips down the side of the cork not because I don't want to paint the cork, right? But I think I'll do drips.
Bad brush mama. You just calling you out.
What?
You just called you a bad brush mama.
I am. These are from this morning. I mean, I did get myself a new set of brushes, because I've had the same brushes for 20 years. Some of them.
And those aren't your super expensive brushes either, right?
No, these are the ones I've had for 20 years.
Yeah.
And my favorite one is here. This handle used to be yellow. I've had this since art school. I mean, I was really careful with them for so long, and now they're like my glue brushes and the sort of mixed media stuff I do like this, where I'm pushing stuff into crevices and things.
And whatnot.
And whatnots. That's right.
Yeah, no, I have my certain brushes that I don't mind if they get ruined because they're cheap, and I bought them for that purpose. And then I have my watercolor brushes that nobody touches but me.
It's a different kind of brush too, with the watercolor brush.
Yeah.
And, well, I just got myself another set of chisel brushes, because I really like these ones that have the sharper edge, the big one in particular. This was my favorite brush that I did most of my painting with. Believe it or not, I was a painter as well, not just this.
I believe it.
And I have stacks of paintings that I just am always nervous to share with people because they're bits of my soul from art school. So they just sit in the garage, anyway, I love to use this kind of a brush for most everything because I can get a really nice, good line with these. So that's the one I would reach for most often. This was my favorite brush. Now my glue brush, it's been taped together. It's been glued. But I've been using it for a glue brush for 5 years now. So I'm not that bad of a brush mom, honestly. I mean, I just never.
When you pulled out that jar, I thought you were going to say that the jar's been sitting there for, since we last had a live.
Oh no, the one this morning.
One day, that's nothing.
It was, nothing. But then I emptied it this morning from the last time we were live, and it had 6 things in it. Geez. So yeah, it kind of looked the same. No, it only had 5 things in it.
Black gesso, yeah, that'll ruin the water right away.
This is from this morning, yeah. And these are cheap brushes that I got. I just brought them up. I stuck them in my own stocking, because
That's not a euphemism.
I'm sorry.
Could be, but it's not.
Eddie, I love you. I love you, man.
Oh, I'm here all night.
You have sable brushes. I do have some that were given to me that were like Bob Ross brushes from Bill's grandma, but I'm afraid to use them because they're Bob Ross brushes, so I don't use them.
Well, you should.
And she used them for a long
sitting
time.
Up there. He's sitting up there picking at his afro, going, "Girl, use my brushes."
I know. I just don't want to.
Get happy.
And then I have to realize most of my brushes I've had for so long, I do actually take care of them. I'm just afraid to ruin it. It's like we don't want to wear our good jewelry. Same deal.
Right.
Same deal.
Well, I am especially protective of my black velvet brushes. I have from the silver black velvet brushes for watercolor. Oh, they're wonderful. Nobody plays.
Is that a brand?
Yes. Silver is the brand. Black velvet is the collection that they're from.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I darkened him again. I might end up going back over him with gesso after this all dries. Just him. And figuring out like another way to make him pop, because I am in love with the bottle. Love this. Amazing. That's amazing. You see,
it's amazing what you've done in this one stream.
Well,
to get it to this point.
That. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alcoholic. This makes me giggle. This makes me so happy right here. But he's not speaking to me yet, so that means he's not done.
Not ready.
Yeah. And I love how it's lighter at the top and darker at the bottom, how it kind of goes down like that.
Mm-hmm.
This only looks blue because it's the liquid looks blue in there, because the alcohol ink has reactivated it probably, but we'll see. It better not stay blue. It better not stay blue, or it's getting a giant pearl.
Getting a giant pearl right in there.
That's right. One of my thoughts was to put her on here and give her the tentacles. Or she was a thought on the lid. But I kind of nope, I'm not starting over like that. That'll be for another one.
Okay.
That's for another one. So I'll figure that part out. Let's get some gesso on this lid. Where's it at? Where's my lid at? Do you guys see my lid?
Over there.
Have you seen my lid? Oh, it's right there. Okay.
Told you.
Good. Thank you. Okay. So I'm just going to get some black paint on here first, so it kind of matches. At least some of it. So that's the plan here. Let's go back to this. I probably don't need to do the whole thing because I'm going to go over it with some alcohol ink as well.
Okay.
Yeah. It's already 1:37. I have so much to do with the kids coming now. Company clean
When are they coming?
all over again.
Today?
Tomorrow. And they're staying the night. So what I have to do is prep the camper. We always keep it plugged in. It's warm out there. It's nice. But I need to prep it so somebody can sleep in there. Probably my son and his partner now. And then the spare room, I got my son has allergies. So I have to do all this stuff right before he comes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of his allergies. So,
right.
Yeah. And then if this gets alcohol, it's not. I should have put tape on that. I'm going to do it right now.
Where are you keeping your brushes, Utah? That the mice will get at them.
Oh,
Put
goodness.
those in a lockbox.
Are you in a garage?
Put them in a lockbox.
Sounds like a garage.
Oh, bye, Utah.
Bye, Uta. Thank you. Yeah, we did a lot of work there in less than it was like an hour, huh? That
Yeah.
most of that came together in that amount of time. I mean, after the whole show and tell and everything in between. I'm just putting this on here for a minute. And then when I get to the alcohol ink, I'll take it off so it can drip down. So if you're smart, you do this ahead of time. But I never said anything about being smart, just funny. So, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I will have to decide what goes up here. I can't just leave it like that. That's boring to me. It could be a skeleton. And that means if I do the skull, I might drill a hole. You know what? I have some new skull beads downstairs I should use. I also have some fake snake bone vertebrae beads. They're made out of resin.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Maybe something like that. This is a little small, so maybe the skeleton bead I have downstairs will work. But if I do that, what I'll do is go in with my Dremel. I'll drill a hole in the center of this and then put this on with a screw or like a long one or a bolt, something skinny, or even just something like this. And that's a straight pin. So then it creates an extra little finial topper, which I kind of like that, actually. I do have this as well that's going to go on there, I think. And this I just bent. It's just a flower. Eddie and I were visiting, and I was bending this around earlier. Because then it can just
bend me, shape me, any way you want me.
So it could go like that around that topper. And then I would glue them as well, all of it. I'm also going to hang a chain off of it that's probably going to have a bit of a clock. And this one has a real patina stuff on it. Look at how good that worked out. Do you see that? Look how good I did. I love it when that happens.
That looks so good there. Yeah.
So I want to hang it off on a chain or a bit of rope or maybe a chain. I don't want to have to crust a chain because I feel like everything should be crusty on this. So it might be just a bit of twine, and then maybe a little note for the person that purchases this, that there's a secret hidden message in a bottle just for them.
Yeah.
Because that didn't happen for the last one. I mean, I'm sure they noticed.
Do you put your email on there?
But
your info?
Well, my business cards, I mean, it was on the shelf next to my space because I have stuff all over the shop now.
They may have taken your business card as well, and like maybe they'll contact you.
They may not have connected it though either, and realized that was the same, person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it was on with a big leather satchel that made out of bear that this guy made. He makes this stuff for the shop, and then a globe, and I mean there were some other things on that display that I did, so they may not have realized that it was the same artist. I signed that one and dated it, the one that's going in here. So I think twine, just a bit of twine and this hanging off of it for them. Maybe even wrapped twine like that. Yeah. But this is so good. I don't know if I want to ruin that. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I can figure out a way to get it. No, I don't like that idea. I really just don't want to cover it. It's good, and I don't want to cover that right there. That.
So good.
Yeah. It's well. Any suggestions about our octopus here and a change of color? Anyone? Any ideas? Should I just go full patina on him? Like the really light turquoise with the white and the, like it's been completely encrusted maybe?
Try a little area and see. Is there an area you can like kind of
Yes.
test it on?
Yes. Why, yes, there is.
Yes, there is.
Let's
Watch
do
me do
that.
it.
Okay. So if I have a little bit of that, and then I would need a little bit of this. Where did the copper one go that I had this? Because you got to have a little copper with your patina. If it was copper to begin with, that's the point, just to get up on your brush. And then you need a little white with it, because it's not really that turquoise. It's a lot of green. It's a lot of like lighter color. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get a brush that's a little bit stiffer here, but not that stiff. I'm going to have to sort out my brushes now. I'm going to use a stencil brush. All right. Let's get that little bit of white there. Oh, maybe that's it. He's still kind of tacky, but.
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah. But so am I.
So am I. Tacky's made me millions.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to be doing right there.
Hold that up again. I'm sorry.
It'll get more, obviously, but see how he's popping?
Like
yeah, he is popping.
That is looking really good.
So that means more wax on, wax off, and that's what I'll end up doing, like add some this, some that, within the 3 colors, of course. And I might even do it this way. I probably need to let it dry between so it doesn't get muddy again. But let's add more white. And then after it's like, it appears to be, I don't want to fill in his tentacles, by the way. After it appears to be done, then I go back over with just a tiny bit of that copper wax on my finger.
And give it a final, like, kind of.
Yeah, but just a tiny bit. Because generally where your patina is going to be on something like this is going to be down inside the crevices, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if it's going to have any texture, it's going to be deep in those crevices where it's like kind of grown together and filled in a texture. So it's okay to fill in a tentacle here and there, but then you want to go back over it because those edges are probably still going to have some copper exposed if it's not completely, like the Statue of Liberty green.
Yes.
Yeah.
That.
It'll also leach.
Iconic green.
It'll also leach out onto the things around it. And I'll just let it barely leach onto these little gears and metal bits here. And onto our little dots that we put on.
Oh, nice.
Like they're made of metal. That's what it needed, huh?
Just a little there,
Yeah. Never know. This is always so much fun, Eddie. We always have so much fun together.
We do.
We're so rotten when we get together. And I love it. I'm here for it. What?
Troublemakers.
We are troublemakers. This almost
On
makes
our
me
way to
feel
being
good.
senior citizen troublemakers.
Yeah.
Come here, I'll hit you with my
Right.
walker.
Yeah. Let's go get us some pool boys. At the golf course.
Sharon, come get me. I've fallen. Can't get up. I think the hip is gone.
And I have a date tonight.
He's a young one.
Yeah.
54. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
I can still get some young ones. Oy.
Oy vey.
If anyone's listening, I'm sorry.
We apologize. It could be so much worse. I'm always biting my tongue when we're together. So
Yeah, we have a,
I lived in the NERT most of my life, so
I mean, ditto.
yeah. So life is good and so much fun.
Remember, Sharon, when we used to go to the club. Remember?
Yeah.
We would get up to all sorts of shenanigans in the dark. Let me tell you.
In the shenanigans in the dark.
In the dark.
It was like butter.
When I get older, I become a New Yorker.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll grow some sort of an accent. Dull.
You're just gonna be a hip shooting, all sass, lame wearing
Oh, I already wear lame.
lady.
I already love me some lame. It's cool.
Lame. Hi, Carla.
Carla,
How are you?
whoop whoop. It's good to have you.
Yeah.
Having a bit of fun today. Whew, he's getting better and better and better.
It's looking good.
Well, I'm loving the bottle, but I'm enjoying bringing out a little bit more of that texture with the paint, and I didn't expect to. It's just so much fun. No.
Don't spill. Don't.
All right,
don't
I'm going to
spill.
stop there
We're
because
almost at the finish line.
he's like, he needs to dry. So yeah, I can't spill at the finish line. We know I'm allowed to spill at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because that's what I do.
You've made it this far, honey. No piddles tonight, okay?
Yeah, the problem is I've made it this far and I haven't made my mess yet. So I better get on it. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get cracking.
I've gotten to a point where I'm leaving a few tools and things at work because I carry so much crap with me to work every time. And it's been really slow, but we still need to be open, you know? So I take stuff to do. Hey, Rhonda, if you're out there listening, I took your journal to work to do final touches on it this week. And people got to see it. I actually was busier than it had been all week. And I love that Christy sends people to me now. People will come in and be like, hey, Christy told me I need to come talk to you about this, you know, because they have a question about where to get something, or do I know how to fix this, or, you know, how do I work that? Or, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty cool that she's sending people to me. I have a pair of black gloves downstairs that I need to sew, however, because of it. Because I didn't have a sewing kit at work, you know.
So Carla says, I'm good. I just finished a FaceTime create date with the best friend. We just looked up We just looked up female polymaths, and they left us off the list. Our girl, what's a
Polymaths.
polymath?
Okay, speak.
Educate us.
Ow, 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 ow.
Don't
Darn
make my
it.
brain hurt, though. It makes my brain hurt. Gonna have problems.
That was your best Valley Girl, wasn't it?
Like,
You're making my brain
God.
hurt.
Don't make my brain hurt. Ew.
Okay. So what I'll do, we've got, he'll be like popping off. And then he'll get a bit more wax. I'll try to do the wax before I do more as in closing. This is going to get some alcohol ink dripped down and then wax. The message needs to go back in the bottle so that you can see it from the bottom. And I'll do the little clock on the tag, and it'll hang here on the side for them to read a little message from me to them. So, and that's
lovely.
I mean, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. That
one's gonna sell real fast.
What's that?
That one's gonna sell fast.
You think so?
I think so.
We've been dead. We've been so dead. Although like I said, did have a lot of people in there the other day. I had a high school couple come in. They were just killing time after because they were out of school, and he's walking behind her carrying these princess dresses, and I talked her into trying one on, and she played dress up, and we laced her into these gowns, and now she has one on layaway for her next dance. It was so fun.
Oh,
I mean,
that's awesome.
That's my job. I love it.
That's great.
It really was fun. And he was so patient with her. She looked like a princess. That dress was made for her. And they were just, wandering around, and we ended up playing dress up.
That's always a good time.
It is. I agree.
I used to love doing that when I sold men's clothing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The wives would bring in their men, and we'd play dress up. And they would have to they would have to put on everything I told them to try on.
I always think it's fun when the man is being sweet and patient when she's playing dress up. I mean, it's so rare. And I told my husband about it when I got home, and I said, "Would you do that for me?" Well, if I had to. If I had to.
No. It's a okay.
I said, you won't even go shopping with me, let alone carrying around dresses. So this is something I forgot to show you earlier too.
Cool.
When I got those gift certificates, the first day I was like, wow, I don't know what I'm gonna get in this shop, because I don't need any of this, I have lots of stuff in the shop unless I'm gonna make with it. Okay, there we go. It's a mermaid with the moons, and it's two girls with the moon.
Oh, cool.
They are stamps. They are the metal stamps. And they were the only two she had that I would have been interested in. And I got them. And I did these this morning, and it's hot glue.
Fantastic.
But I colored them so that you guys could see, because you can't see the metal. But that mermaid she's holding her tail. See that? It's pretty cool.
Keep that tail in check. So Carla says a polymath is a multi-talented person, a Renaissance man or woman.
Oh.
We had looked up Michael Crichton, and he was one supposedly.
Okay. A multi-talented. So you don't.
How do I get on that list?
Wait. So I'm musical also. And I always say that people that are that use more of their art side of their brain probably have other things that they do like that, like they write songs, or they're multi-talented. But I always assume that people are like that. Is that not the case? So I'm going to put that mermaid right there on the back of that clock. Look at that. It fits perfectly.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
So wouldn't you say, Eddie, that people are, if they do one not in a mathematical artists way, where they're precision people, where they're architects, they're tattoo artists, they're fine line people that are more messy like us, that do mixed media and do this sort of work. Generally, we have other, because we're using that side of our brain more often, I think. Wouldn't you say that's the case, Carla?
Maybe.
I mean, I always assumed it was, we were all like that. But maybe we're not. And I am special after all.
I'm guessing you'd have to have a certain level of proficiency in all these certain areas to be considered a polymath.
Huh.
Like you can't just say, you can't just have done it and go, well, I know how to do that, so put me on the list. I think it's a matter of a level of expertise you have to be at. Well, that's what I think, but I could be completely wrong.
So is it a training thing, or is it a skills we're born with thing? That's different, right? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so I decided to use that kind of glue because it would fill it in. And then I'll go over it with, after I paint it, of course, I'll go over it with glossy accents. I have to be careful with alcohol ink and glossy accents because it reactivates it. Accents.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's wrong with me right now. Oh, it's the alcohol ink. I'm drunk.
She got high on her own supply, and now she's suffering. What are we gonna do with you, Sharon?
I don't know.
What are we gonna do?
Feed me more alcohol ink.
Get her another bottle. She says, I don't know for sure, but Laura and I, her best friend, since our science majors who are also artsy, I said maybe we're polyarts.
Huh.
I mean, I have a culinary degree. I have a zillion years in retail management. I do this art thing. I mean, I could be considered a polymath or a polyfart, whatever they call them.
You're a polyfart. That's what it is.
We're poly poopy pants. That's what you are. Poopy pants.
No, that's the president of the United States. Oh, we're all being monitored now, and I'm gonna go to an internment camp.
I'll see you there, girl. I'll see you there.
Yeah.
Just wave when they walk you past my cell.
Yeah, I'll wave.
I'll be the little gay boy crouched in the corner crying.
So I'm laughing and it's going inside the bottle and making sounds. I could hear it like echoing through the bottle. Now listen, now it's not doing it. Isn't that weird?
It's 5 o'clock.
Did you hear it? Okay. Well, thank you everybody for being here. It is 2:02, and thank you, Eddie, for making me laugh at least. I mean, I don't know about everybody else out there in the everywheres, but you make me laugh, buddy.
Well, good. I'm glad I could do that today.
You're my buddy. I'm glad that you could come out and play today. That was so sweet.
It was fun.
And a lot of fun. So when I get this done and get it down to the shop, I will take a picture of it and
yes, I'd love to
show you where it's sitting. It's going to sit next to the girl with the shells, probably. I think they go together with that leather bag and the globe and the book and the Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you had a good laugh too, Anne. And Carla, Arnold Schwarzenegger is supposed to, oh, really? Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I figured the accent is kind of like makes people think he's not as bright as he is, but I mean, he's done some
interesting,
insane things. And I mean,
well, he's a bodybuilder, so I always kind of thought he's a
meathead.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, he came as an immigrant and made an amazing career.
Yeah,
over here.
That's true. That's true.
despite his politics, I think he's a pretty insane,
Huh. Yeah.
talented person.
He's also a really kind person, which is amazing. We need more of that
He's
out there.
very loving. Ask his maid. What?
Well, that's different. I mean,
Yeah.
she wasn't a child, so.
No, that's true. This is
Yeah.
true.
I mean, affairs are affairs.
That's very true.
Everyone's going to do that, like, well, not everyone, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So it's, yeah. Kindness. Hey, I just want to say thanks everyone for being here, and go out and sprinkle some kindness and love everywhere you go. How's that?
Absolutely. Sounds like
text
a
me
plan.
if it starts. Okay.
Okay.
In case
I'll
I
save you
missed
some
it.
plywood.
Okay. You too. All right,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
Be safe out there. Love you all. Mwah! Bye.